I know.
Oh.
About you and Mother.
I mean, she would have heard the rumor. She's older than
I think
Tommen.
a part of me always knew.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Oh. Okay.
I'm glad that you're my father.
I mean, Robert didn't treat them well anyways,
that's true.
so it makes sense. At least he did.
Oh. Well, I mean, that's nice for Jaime. Finally, something goes his way. Even though, yeah, so.
Right. Like, I still don't approve of the relationship of the parents, but, maybe it'll just be another thing to teach him to not be a horrible person.
What?
Did she poison her?
Oh, shit.
She did. She poisoned her when she kissed her.
Oh, no.
He'll know about the poison, though. Does he have the... Not him, but,
Trystane. You think?
Well, Trystane or whatever his name is.
Prince Doran?
No, the guard. I can't think of names. He was poisoned with the same thing in the cell.
Braun, yeah, he was poisoned in the cell. You're right.
Will they have the antidote?
Maybe that was the point of the scene.
Oh, did she poison herself at the same time?
Yeah. God dang it. Hopefully someone else has an antidote on that ship.
But no, there's no time if they don't have an antidote on the ship. They're not make it back. She didn't deserve it. She was just like a nice girl.
She was. Tristane's gonna be pissed. And so is Jaime, obviously.
Yeah, but the problem is Trystane gonna be safe?
Oh, you're right, because Cersei would be... Well, Cersei's locked up. I don't think Jaime's gonna blame him.
Either way, though, somebody from their side murdered her. There's no way to avoid it.
Yeah, Dorne, the prince... I don't think the prince can hold them back anymore.
Of course, it's hopeless for the both of you. Sellsword from the fighting pits, a disgraced knight. Neither one of you is fit consort for the queen.
Tyrion just speaking the truth.
Yep.
We always want the wrong woman.
Oh.
Does he always talk so much?
Yes. Just wait for her to come back still, I guess.
Grubo.
She didn't know the word, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Of course he speaks it.
Yeah.
He would.
Muna nia Valirio mila pungilisa.
The Queen intends to remove your family from power.
And I intend to help her do it.
Okay, the thing is, you guys can't all leave. Like, what? I mean, I don't know.
I don't claim to be a great warrior.
Are you good on a horse?
Middling.
So mainly you talk.
And think.
Drink. I've survived so far.
To be honest, he's the most useful one out of all of you.
I mean, I do get that he probably actually would be more useful in the city.
You want to prove your value to the Queen. Prove it right here, Marine.
He's a foreign dwarf that barely speaks the language. Why would the Marinese listen to him?
They wouldn't.
But they listen to them.
Yeah, you guys need to cover as long as possible.
If you leave, half this city will consume the other half.
And Missandei. Our Queen trusts no one more than Missandei.
I mean, it makes sense. Send the 2 warrior guys who are in health to go get her. And you guys here and try to control the city from full on.
Yeah, and Tyrion will be the most useful for that.
Yeah.
And also free the dragons.
Plus, we don't have to watch Tyrion travel around anymore, so that's nice. Maybe we'll actually get to do him something here.
Right. It'll be interesting, those 2 traveling together, though.
Plus, I really enjoyed a lot of his stuff that he did when he was Hand of the King. So, I'm hoping that we get to see him doing some interesting stuff here in Marine.
Yep. She's like, well, I've translated for people my whole life. Guess I'll keep doing it. Like, what a motley crew.
Are they gonna find her, though? Like, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna find her.
I mean, they're both very good trackers.
I thought we were so happy together.
Where you been, bro?
He didn't abandon you. He was kidnapped.
Information is the key. You need to learn your enemy's strengths and strategies. You need to learn which of your friends are not your friends.
If only I knew someone with a vast...
A grand old city, choking on violence, corruption, and deceit.
Just like all the
Who could
others.
possibly have any experience managing such a massive, ungainly beast?
I'm actually really excited for this.
Right.
For him to take control and...
For both, yeah.
Yeah.
If they work together.
I did miss you.
Oh, I know.
Oh, this is sort of his nest. Oh, plus he's injured and needs to heal.
Yeah, looks tired, exhausted.
He's also been just living in the wild.
We have to go home.
I mean, I think you might need a rest first, Daenerys.
Is he trying to... I can't tell if he's just being lazy or trying to protect her.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Maybe he's just really tired.
I know, right?
He's got wounds to heal. Or maybe he's telling you to maybe explore where you're at for now. I do wonder, did he take her to the island?
Oh, to Valyria,
Yeah.
where the doom happened. That'd be cool.
Well, we saw him there before.
Yeah, flying over it.
Yeah, so that's why I wonder if that's where he took her.
Uh-oh.
Who? What?
Wait, are these Dothraki?
I
Look
know.
at the curved swords.
That's why I'm confused. Is that a clue, I guess?
Yeah, so Dothraki. Will they recognize her though, or like know who she is?
I don't know, but there's different tribes, that's the thing.
So it could be a good thing if they recognize her or knew who she is, but it could also be a bad thing if they
Recognize her, yeah.
Holy shit, this is a huge tribe.
Also haven't known him to like not be in the desert area, so that's what threw me off too.
We haven't seen Dothraki in forever.
I
I don't know if they all died or what, but
I mean,
a
I'm
lot
here
of them
for
did.
it. Well, they died or they deserted, as goes in most Game of Thrones companions.
still has some in her army, but we just don't get to see them, I guess.
I have sinned. I see that now. How can I have been so blind for so long?
This seems like a trick.
Oh, it's totally a trick. Question is it going to get her out or not?
I lay with a man outside the bonds of marriage, I confess.
Name him.
Oh my god, if she names Jamie and he gets arrested when he gets there, then I'd be pissed.
You had a husband.
A husband of whoring every chance.
His sins do not pardon your own.
Is she even going to get through this confession without losing her temper?
Yeah, so she confessed to sleeping with the cousin. That's it.
There are those that say your children were not fathered by King Robert, that they are bastards born of incest and adultery.
A lie. A lie from the lips of Stannis Baratheon.
She wouldn't admit that even if she wants, even to get out, because then it would put her son's claim at risk.
You have taken the first step on the path back to righteousness. In light of this, I will permit you to return to the Red Keep.
Are you kidding me? So annoyed. Is Marjorie still trapped in a cell?
Yes, of course.
After your atonement.
She get beaten?
Atonement?
What does she intend to do? Like, does she intend to like take them all out when she gets out, or
I'm sure there's no way in hell she's like coming back here for a trial.
Do they shave her head or something as atonement?
Oh, I think so.
Ow.
Well, they're bad at it, apparently.
Well, they're doing it on purpose. But I don't think she really cares.
Yeah.
Like, she gets out, and once she's out, she can do something. So that's the atonement, just a bad haircut.
I feel like I can't even. It doesn't really matter what the atonement is because
It's
she's
not
getting
good enough.
out,
Yeah.
and she's gonna like.
Use all her manipulation techniques.
I mean, maybe some people feel bad for her in this moment, but I don't, and I just. I'm so annoyed that she's getting out. So.
To demonstrate her repentance, she will cast aside all pride and present herself as the gods made her. To you.
Oh, she has to walk through naked, like that other dude did.
Oh yeah, that I forgot about him. I think I would care about this more if I thought it would have an effect on Cersei other than just making her more pissed off. I don't think it will.
Like if it would actually humble her somehow.
Or not even just necessarily humble her, but like she'd rethink how she does things.
This just makes me think of the Princess Bride when she's dreaming. You're like, bow! Bow! Bow to the house of Trents. Whatever she says. To the princess. Bow!
Shame. Shame.
I mean, it's a long walk. Maybe it will have some impact on her.
Yeah, the thing is, she already hates these people. We've already seen this, like, during the riots and stuff, how much she hates all the poor people.
Yeah, but maybe this will, I don't know, change perspective of what she does to other people.
I suppose it would make her more brutal, so I guess she could change in that way.
I'm just holding out a little bit of hope that maybe having been beaten down in a cell for so long, that maybe it'll have an impact, but I don't know.
I feel like these people are really stupid because they're gonna all end up dead.
Like, she can't kill them all.
Not now.
Whatever. I think it's fair for them to take what they can. Their life is already crap under their rule
Yeah,
anyways, so what are they... There's been so much war, they could die anyways at any point.
How long is this scene gonna go
I
for?
mean, maybe they'll break through and just kill her. That would be unexpected. I mean, I know it's not gonna happen, but... Do you actually feel a little bit of shame?
No, I think she's just keeping her eyes on the Red Keep. She knows if she gets there, she'll be behind guards. Once she's behind those guards, they can't take her anymore.
Because I do think she, like, obviously isn't enjoying this. Like, I think she feels bad. But this might change how other people's view on her, in terms of the amount of power she had.
It could be.
So there are definitely going to be, like, long-term repercussions of this. Because not only was she put in jail, she literally walked through the whole thing naked while commoners threw stuff at her. Like, at this point, I did think she just really wanted to get home to, like, Tommen and, like, where she feels safe.
Where the hell is Tommen? Jesus.
Probably still inside the castle, because they didn't, I don't know, didn't think it would be safe or whatever, or this was the price of her getting home. Nobody? Oh, thank God. I was like, seriously? I mean, I don't like her either, but I'd still at least give her a cloak or something.
It just doesn't make any sense, like, why they wouldn't.
I think they all enjoyed it a little bit, to be honest. Of just her pain. Yeah, because her feet are probably so delicate, they weren't made to walk that long on that type of floor.
May I have the honor of presenting the newest member of the King's
God.
Guard?
Shit. Is it really?
Yes, it is.
Oh, God.
You brought him back. The mountain. Oh, his eyes look so creepy.
Skin looks gray, like Frankenstein-y.
Well, because he is Frankenstein.
He has sworn that he will not speak until all his grace's enemies are dead and the evil has been driven from the realm.
This is scary. Honestly, though, like, even though he's very intimidating, I'm cool with some funky, weird guard villainy thing versus just a normal one.
That's true. That's definitely more
fascinating.
Than a normal
The
lackey.
wildlings will never fight for Stannis. I told him before. You saved their bloody lives.
Oh, Davos, it's too late, bro. Oh.
They ought to fight for the damn place.
They are. They are fighting to hold the wall. Oh, no. Oh, did she went to tell him it's too late?
Yeah.
I think that's
No, I think she took off because she knew they were gonna lose.
But I think I think she saw it. I think she literally saw them losing.
Yeah.
So I wonder if she took off for her own safety or took off to tell him that, like, it's not worth it and now she's gonna try to serve Jon.
Maybe. No, look at her. I don't think it's necessarily about serving anybody. I think she realizes that she was wrong and perhaps kind of lost her faith or lost. You're the one who did it.
I mean, at least she realized she made a mistake, but I can't tell if she realized she made a mistake and this is all sort of penancy feelings.
You need to
Sophie.
pause or something. The dog is trying to get in.
Or if it's because she's trying to manipulate the situation. Like, I don't know if she feels actually bad about everything, realizing that she messed up.
What is he reading? People turning him down?
Probably.
No, can't help you. Even though everybody's going to be killed by these white Walker zombies.
But they haven't seen it, therefore they don't believe it. Can't even get people to wear a mask. Like they're really on a freaking...
Lord Commander.
Oh, shit.
It's one of the wildlings you brought back. Says he knows your Uncle Benjen. Says he's still alive.
Oh, yeah, we did see that in the previously.
How?
Said he knows where to find him.
It's a trick. Why did he come back, though?
Well, says he knows where to find him. Maybe he's injured?
Or... says he saw your uncle at Hardhome the last full moon.
Could be lying.
Could be.
Hardhome? That we were at Hardhome. Oh, shit.
Traitor. So that said?
Yeah, it's a traitor.
So this is all a trick?
Oh, no.
For the watch.
Idiot.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Someone needs to save him.
For the watch.
The lady is.
Yeah.
She can bring people back from the dead. Idiots.
God, he's not even down yet. Oh, Jon.
You're so stupid.
Are you kidding me right now? No. Don't, kid.
If you're gonna do it, you have to look at him.
For the watch.
I think all these people are gonna die.
Mm-hmm. The White Walkers are gonna come, and you're gonna be unprepared.
They're so stupid. Jon.
Problem is, we know he's not dead.
I know, right? I'd be a lot sad. I'm still, like, devastated for him, because, like, he was trying so hard, but we know he doesn't stay dead.
But now I wonder, Is this what she saw and why she came back?
Maybe.
This is not the season finale I was looking for.
I know, right? Is this the last scene?
Can't be.
How long are you gonna stay on the black screen?
Oh my god, really? That's the end?
Okay. The interesting thing about this is I feel like, okay, you almost hit something there, but I feel like, okay, it's awful. It's so awful, but it would have been worse if you watched it originally and didn't know he was going to live.
Yeah, so the thing is, like, well, there's a lot of spoilers I've avoided. I do know that Jon Snow doesn't die now.
Yeah, I know he makes it at least to the very beginning of season 8. I don't know if he makes it all through season 8, but I know he makes it to at least to the beginning, so.
But without knowing that, oh my god. Yeah. I would.
Because they held it for a really long time, so as if it was like a real, you know, so I do. Let us know, please, if you watched this originally live, were you thinking he was dead, or did you think he would come back? Because the thing is that I feel like a lot of Game of Thrones watchers are pretty, like, up on lore and what's happening in the show, so I think they would be like, hey, the Red Lady could bring him back, because we've seen... it
happened before.
Yeah. Who did she bring back before?
Well, it wasn't actually her.
Yeah, it was...
It was the other guy. He kept bringing his friend back over and over again.
Yeah, so I guess... let's just talk about her since we were just talking. I thought the way she looked when she realized that the sellswords had left, it looked a bit to me like she realized that she had made a mistake, not that she feels bad for killing Shireen, because she saw the results of killing Shireen was that the snow would go. But she made the mistake in thinking that the result then would be that they would take Winterfell. And so she missed the fact that killing Shireen while clearing the snow would also decimate their army by having them leave and lose their spirit.
Well, yeah, because also not everybody is a true believer.
Yeah.
You know? So to realize that your army is filled with non-believers, so therefore, yeah, of course, you would desert when you set a little girl on fire.
So I think that she realized her miscalculation, realized they were going to lose, and then took off.
But I can't help but also wonder if maybe she didn't necessarily realize they were going to lose, like as in just like an idea, or if she had a vision, because she does have those.
Yeah, exactly.
So if she saw that they were going to lose, or if she realized that she's needed at at the wall. So
I feel like the way she was looking felt a bit more like she had...
Oh, crap, I messed up.
Yeah, exactly. And she just abandoned him when she realized that she had done wrong. Like, that he wasn't who she thought he was.
Yeah, or maybe it was realizing that, like, his faith wasn't strong enough and that's why it wouldn't work or something. Because the thing is, like, I don't necessarily see her as the type to just, like, ditch and leave if it got hard.
Oh, yeah.
So
more like she didn't believe in him anymore, I feel like.
Or maybe he didn't believe in himself.
Yeah,
or something like or he didn't believe in the Lord of Light anymore or something. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely some more depth to it versus like, oh, this didn't work, I'm going to hightail it out.
When Davos is confronting her and saying, Shireen, or whatever, and she is just staring at him like, oh no, they were dead. It's like, girl, you're the one who killed her.
Mm-hmm. Granted, she realized it was the wrong thing, so I feel like this whole episode was just literally on your own comeuppance. And your own ego. For her, for Cersei, for the Prince of King of Dorne or whatever, thinking that she was just going to lightly let it go.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's all just about ego.
The Cersei thing, I'm so annoyed that she's out. I don't know, maybe some people got enjoyment by, like, the whole shame atonement thing, but I didn't, because I don't care, and I know that once she gets out, it's not going to matter. So, for me, that scene went on really long, and I just... didn't care. I mean, for other people who probably like Cersei or enjoy her storylines, then it probably is a super impactful moment. But for me, I was just like, I don't care about Cersei none, so...
Yeah, I do appreciate towards the end of the walk of her actually, you could sort of visually tell that she did feel shame.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if she's feeling shame for the right reasons, but that she is feeling like some sort of emotional impact on it. And like fear and things like that, which is what she makes everybody else feel. Yeah. So I do like that she did have that little bit of emotion happen. I don't know if it'll make any difference long term for her character.
I do want to say that I think that the actress killed it though.
Yes.
Like I don't think it was a badly acted scene or that it was boring because of the actress, because I think that she was really, really good and you could see that on her face.
Yes. It's just knowing what we know about her, the character.
Yeah.
That emotional growth is not their strong suit. So
So I'm worried that it will basically just be a reversion, right? Because sometimes Game of Thrones does this where it just like reverts back.
With more evil conviction versus learning to be a better person.
I think we mostly see it in Sansa's storylines, but you know, I think that it might happen here. So that was just like a temporary reprieve where we got excited for basically nothing.
Yeah, the only thing that I can hope for potentially is if it does go on that route, that she then instead just takes her anger out on the religion, and therefore Marjorie
gets out.
Loras can get out.
What I'm really hoping is that Marjorie comes out with a vengeance. I want her to become like a real strong player in the next season. Whether she wins against Cersei or not, I felt like we cut short on the things that she could do against Cersei there. So
I do wonder though, there might be some sort of impact that we're not prepared for, because the thing about this, with Cersei going through this experience, with her having to do that walk of shame, and then to find out her daughter's dead.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know if that might cause some sort of break.
Don't forget also when she came in, Kevin Lannister was there now. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how that's playing there. And then also the mountain is returned to life, which is actually...
I'm really interested by that because it's kind of, it's creepy. And I like the creepy vibe.
And it's adding a kind of another supernatural element than the White Walkers.
Yeah.
And also like the wargs and stuff that we've seen. So it'd be kind of interesting to see it down here in King's Landing now.
Especially because it's a science supernatural element. Yeah. So that'll be really fascinating. If they do it right, I think it'd be really interesting.
The Dorne storyline, I feel like it kind of like whimpered to a conclusion because here's the thing. We were interested in the Marcella Tristane, like Romeo and Juliet aspects, and something interesting could still come out of this current situation. But now I almost feel they brought in Marcella just so that she could die in front of Jaime after Jaime told her the truth. I don't know. Do you feel that way? Like, because they didn't give her enough characterization or anything. So I'm kind of disappointed because I think that it could have been really interesting.
And then also because the thing is, I was really hoping Ilaria was then trying to do some like sort of deep plot, but to realize that she was just going to poison her is a little bit disappointing. I was expecting some more like espionage-y. I do hope we get to see the repercussions of her actions though. Yeah. Or is she gonna like start a full-on rebellion? Yeah. Because the thing is, he's not gonna just let that stand. He already told her that, you know, if you do this, I'm going to kill you. Yes. And it's obviously Tristane's not gonna be happy about this, and I hope nothing bad happens to him. Yeah. I'm worried about
because
that.
he is with the Lannisters, with Jaime.
I don't think Jaime will do something bad. But like
and
when
Cersei in the emotional state that she's currently in, I don't know. And there's also the factor of like, we did discuss this in the last episode where we felt like the prince's turnaround with Ilaria was like a bit too fast. We didn't see if she got actually punished for anything. She didn't seem to experience any repercussions for what happened, so we didn't think that she would turn around just because the prince told her to, which really sucks because I think the prince seems so level-headed that I wish, I don't know how it's going to turn out.
I feel like it's one of those cases of he's already seen so much that he doesn't want to cause more violence. But the problem is he's surrounded by people who are violent people.
I feel like he would if he had a stronger play. Like, just killing Marcella, what does that do for him? It does nothing for him except for cause more war with the Lannisters. If he had a way of taking out, like, Cersei and stuff, I absolutely think he would. Because of his hatred for them, like with Oberyn and stuff. Yeah. But he doesn't have a way to do that yet, so I think he's the kind of the guy who would wait until all his pieces are in play, and then when it's a sure thing, he'd go for it. Yeah. Versus her, where she's just rampaging on.
But...
you know, doing ridiculous things.
Yeah, the problem with waiting until you're sure for it is other people make plays before you're ready and stuff. So,
well, I mean, he does have a whole country to worry about versus her who just only wants revenge. So I kind of like, it whimpered out for me a bit. I think that there's still interesting things that could come out of the situation. So Sansa escaped with Theon. Escaped so far. They jumped off the wall.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know if Theon is going to live from that jump, by the way. But I suspect Sansa definitely will.
Yeah, I think Sansa definitely will.
I'm kind of disappointed that we spent the entire season there, and I was desperately hoping for her to either kill Ramsay or Roose or get some important info that she needs to take over the North, and basically she just sat around, and then they finally escaped in this last episode. And the only person they killed was Miranda, who, like, cool but you didn't, like, sabotage Bolton's army or make a spy network of northern people in there or anything, and I'm kind of disappointed because I had such high hopes for Sansa.
I'm hoping that this means that she meets up with Brienne and Pod, and then they together create some sort of rebellion.
Yeah.
That's what I'm, like, fingers crossed hoping for, because I obviously I don't think she can just abandon Winterfell.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are they? Plus, what are you gonna do? Go to the wall and then find out that John's dead?
Yeah.
Or I don't know what they're gonna go with it.
Don't get me wrong. I'm totally happy that she's out of
Yes.
Bolton's hands, and I am happy that Theon turned. I just wish. I feel like this could have been a much bigger play
Impact.
for her.
Yeah, because there was.
Yeah.
I guess because there were so many opportunities previously that were so much more like fascinating, like hell yeah, like
Yeah.
moments. But it's sad that it's a little bit more of just like an opportunity escape.
And it happened so quick too. They were like, boom, knock her over. Oh, here's the wall. Let's top off. It's not like they come up with some clever plan to escape, which is kind of sad.
Because we could have I was like, couldn't you just done it before,
Yeah,
but
right.
but I think the big thing was that he wasn't there to like
Yeah.
instantly catch, as well as all his other people are gone as well, gone from out of the building too. So I'm happy that
and then-
that's changed. So there'll be some progress.
Yeah. Arya's storyline is so. I think that this was a pretty good one. Like these last two, I think, have been pretty good for Arya with her running into Meryn Trant and then seeing the conflict between her giving up who she was but not being able to give up her revenge as Arya.
But the thing is,
I got
she didn't even give up who she was previously. She hid the stuff.
She did.
She's just not.
Which,
ready for it, which and the thing is like I'm happy she's not ready for it. I don't want her to be just a faceless man, servant. I want her to be Arya Stark.
Exactly. Now she can't see,
For now.
which will be interesting. But we think it's a test,
Yeah.
not necessarily
Permanent.
a like punishment. I mean, it is a punishment in a way,
yes,
but we don't
but
think
it's
it's a
both.
permanent punishment.
Yeah.
We think this is like a training thing because she said, I knew you weren't ready. You're not ready at all, which
Yeah.
doesn't mean like I knew you couldn't be a faceless
Yeah,
man.
it means
It's like
you're
not
not
ready.
Well, because the thing is,
So-
I feel like this is the type of thing they don't probably take students often, so you don't just abandon them when they make a first mistake. I think it's meant to be like a lifelong lesson.
I am slightly confused by the whole faces thing. Maybe someone in the comments can explain it to me because I thought that they could that they had to use like one of the faces in the hall, right? Because she took a face and put it back. I didn't realize they could copy someone's face. Like there were two Jackins and then there's that other one that's Arya. So it could be a hallucination.
Oh no,
or
I think it's just
it's like how can they copy her face? Yeah, there's probably some reason and I just don't
well, it's
understand how it's
also
working.
it's the power of
but-
a god as well too.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
forget
that's
it. Like
true.
it's not just makeup.
Yeah.
It's-
Well, it's just because of the way she did it. We got to see her like put on the face and put it back
but I
on
think
the thing.
that's like
So
a beginner way of doing
oh, that
it.
could be true. That could be
So
true.
I think for the masters of it, they don't necessarily need that tool. They have all the tools.
Yeah,
they need.
that's true.
So that's kind of how I imagine it. That like it's a level up kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad she killed that guy though.
agreed.
He deserved it.
It was a really good scene too.
It was.
her being like
Yeah, kind of the coldness she had during the scene. And she's insisting that he know that she's Arya Stark. I think was really cool and really.
well, then also.
What?
The part about her knowing that it's Arya Stark just goes to show how much she's not ready. 'Cause
Yeah.
the whole point is to be known, but she's like, do you know?
Yeah,
who I
right.
am?"
She can't
let it go.
Let it go. She has to have him know that this is revenge for her family for what he's done. So
And I'm
that was
here
really
for it.
good.
Yeah, and then also I actually really liked Daenerys' storyline this time around.
She was there for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, but it's, she was out with her dragon,
Yeah.
and then even not just that, like with also the two going after her,
Yes, the
but then
split.
now it's Grey Worm and
Missandei
and Tyrion.
Tyrion, I'm
having to
hype. The way they were talking
rail
about it,
in.
because at first I was like, oh, why you guys should let him go on the trip or whatever, the search, the expedition. And then when they said you need to run Marine, I was like,
and then very
yes, he
shut up.
does need to run Marine because I think his entertaining stuff with King's Landing or when he was Hand of the King was really good. So I'm excited what he can do here because Daenerys has been relatively ineffective, which sucks.
I think she just needs to learn, and I think now she's got a good group of people who like understand how to do it around her.
So I'm kind of excited that she's going to have adventures away from the city because I think she was my favorite Daenerys was probably like season 1, season 2 when she's like taking over Karth and 2 as well, like all that stuff versus all the Marine stuff. But Tyrion does really well in a city, so I think that the split will actually be very helpful.
And I do feel like part of what you're kind of supposed to feel with Daenerys is that her being in the city, I feel like she was floundering, like not knowing the right thing to do because she wasn't really taught how to run a city, how to be a queen and all that stuff. So she went to advisors, but the problem is she didn't necessarily have the right setup for it, the right pairing. And so I do wonder with this whole thing with her being like surrounded by what we think is Dothraki, some sort of tribe. I wonder if that will maybe give her some like fire back to herself, like
maybe
original like confidence that she sort of lost. And I hope that makes for a more like interesting, strong play later on.
Well, the thing is, I think it could have been interesting, but honestly, the writing was not up to par for her stuff. It wasn't interesting enough. So
I think it's part of the downside of having so many storylines.
Yeah.
Trying to like keep it interesting for every character.
Because I do think that the whole like rebellion and everything could have been interesting, but we don't know any of these people between these harpy masks. They're like faceless killers that we don't give a shit about. It's season finale, and we did not get the release of the other dragons. We got Drogon, which was totally cool. Don't get me wrong. But those other two dragons are just waiting in there underneath. They don't even get a free pen where they can see the sky.
I imagine once she gets back to the city, she'll free them. But I don't know how long that'll be now.
Yeah, plus she's with the Dothraki, which will be really interesting.
Yeah.
Because it's like, will they recognize her? Will they not recognize her?
I almost feel like this whole season was just a setup for like the next one. Like, we need some progress to happen. And then, bam, next season we'll throw it all at you.
Yeah, well, here's the thing about Daenerys. We haven't seen anybody that looks like her. So, like, surely they'd be like this white-haired lady. Like, I mean,
I know.
Like, how many of them
with a dragon necklace,
right? So it's not like she'd be like, "Oh no, it wasn't me."
Well, also, why would she? That would probably make it more dangerous.
I'm just saying that, like, you would hear about that kind of thing. Like, the queen is taking over cities, and the way she looks is very like unearthly.
Maybe. Well, I don't know. We don't know how far they traveled.
That's true.
So they might have know nothing.
She said, "How far did he take us?" or whatever.
So
he's taking naps.
I'm curious to see what will happen next season and how they'll play it out.
Yeah. So our theories right now is that the Red Woman is going to restore Jon.
Yes.
Arya is training still because this is a test.
But the question is, will she abandon it, or will they kick her out eventually? Because I don't think she's going to make it all the way through.
Oh no, I agree. Because she'd have to become no one, and then that would not be fun. Because we want to watch Arya.
Yeah. Will Sansa meet up with Brienne and take down Winterfell?
Yes, please do.
Yes. What's going to happen with the rest of the wall?
Yeah, what's up with the wall? I don't know. The thing is, will Jon come back right away? Like, will she raise him right away, or will it, like, take a while for that to happen? When will the next episode take place? Like, right after? You know what I mean?
Right, and will he have, if he is brought back, will he have to abandon the wall, or what? You know?
Yeah, that's true. Because, like, how could he stay there if all these betrayers are there?
I mean, he is
right?
the wildlings.
Sam's gone. All they have left is Ed. Oh, yeah, the wildlings are there, too.
But I don't...
We haven't seen them, though, so...
Yeah, I don't know the setup enough.
Interesting!
Yeah, there's a lot of questions. I do think it's a good, like, setup, even though you didn't really get, like, the intense finale-ness.
The season as a whole, like, the thing is, I like things that happened, but I feel like, as a whole, there's a lot of storylines that were kind of spinning their wheels, where, even though I liked what happened, way more could have happened. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that makes sense.
I don't know if this is, I wouldn't say this is like one of my favorite seasons, but I do think it sets up next season well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of, I think, my final thought on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I enjoyed it while watching it. Mm-hmm. But if I think about like my favorite seasons or moment, like things like that, definitely some earlier ones I liked more.
Yes. Granted, I did love some of, I think if I had to pick like a favorite storyline this season, it would probably be Arya's.
Yeah. Well, that's because we enjoy that like training, mystical, young girls doing shit stuff.
Yeah, if I had to pick a favorite one, it'd probably be Arya's. Thanks for watching with us. What was your favorite storyline this season?
Or moments? I guess. Oh, favorite episode of the season? 100% Hard Home. That episode, that's the one where Jon goes and gets the wildlings from Hard Home. That happens in the second half of that episode. Mm-hmm. But that episode was so good. And plus, that's the discovery we get about Jon killing the White Walkers with his sword, stuff like that, which I guess we didn't really talk about, but we were distracted because Jon died.
Right, yeah. So, plus, we all knew it was going to happen.
So I will just say, I think that was the best episode this season.
Agreed.
So. Yeah, so I don't know what your guys' favorite was.
Yeah, but let us know down below in the comments. We always love reading them. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it helps us out a lot. And we will see you all next season.
Bye. Hopefully I do not look like a slobber.
Well, I can't ask for miracles, Jinxie. You have all the water. Just an FYI.
You're the one who drank the dehydrating coffee. Here, put that over there.
It's not actually dehydrating, it's debunked.
Whatever. It killed the monster from the faculty, and I'll take that over your opinion.
Okay. Classics. Come on. Come on. Come on.